Two things before we get started. Ignore the octopus back here. Look, I know it's adorable. My wife likes to let me know how her job makes her feel throughout the day. As you see, it's a little mad. And the second thing is there's a whole bunch of clothes somewhere over here. It's been a long 2 weeks. We are still trying to get back in from our cruise that we was on. Whatever. I didn't feel like cleaning before this video. I wanted to create this video because if you have been paying attention, I have been dabbling in different jobs, trying to hone and understand different classes and what they do, and not just be a one-trick monk main, which I haven't played monk in quite some time, actually, now thinking about it. And I have leveled Dancer to level 90. And the whole time I was leveling it, people were saying, damn, Dancer's brain dead, Dancer's easy, Dancer's simple. And I completely agree. I think based on me, who plays Black Mage, Monk, and Ninja, Dancer is a breath of fresh air. But the reason for this video is just because of that. And it's interesting because you see it in different video games, like fighting games. I'm a Street Fight player. We can talk about Street Fight 6 a whole nother day. I'm so excited. You hear all the time that people who play easier classes, easier roles, easier characters, are usually like laughed at because it's like, oh, you're playing a brain dead class. But it's very important that a video game or any game you play has a great variety of difficulty when it comes to different things, because I have become a better mechanical player playing Dancer because I had to focus less on the buttons of the job, the mechanical intensity of the job itself, and more the mechanics of the actual fight. So I can focus more on what's happening on screen, what's happening to my teammates, what's happening to health bars. If I need to dodge a mechanic faster, what the boss is actually doing, because I can focus less on my bars. And this what makes my point is that it's very important to have a variety of difficulty. I was that person who I only played difficult classes. I play Black Mage, I play Monk. For the rework is still it's still a pretty intense job because you got to do quite a few things with Monk. Keep your buffs up, keep your rotations up, be able to flex your global cooldowns, which is different than any job in the game, because every other job's global cooldown is a very static order for the most part. and then Ninja, who has one of the hardest burst windows, and arguably, somebody in the comments gonna make a point that something's harder. It's somebody who has experienced these difficult jobs and the stress of these jobs. Dancer was so fun, not because it was mechanically intensive, even though the proc system is fun to do when it works, and then sometimes you just have bad luck, and it is what it is. The enjoyment of just being able to chill while playing well at the game, it's just nice. Like, yes, Dancer has a burst window. It isn't as intensive. It did take me time to get used to it just because of all the procs that I had to think about, make sure that I don't overcap on my procs and stuff like that, doing my burst window, making sure that I actually hit my dances correctly. Coming from Ninja, and the dances was a lot easier than trying to remember mudras throughout the fight while I'm trying not to die. No class is technically brain dead because the person who's playing Dancer focusing harder on the mechanics of a fight than a person who's learning Black Mage or learning Ninja or learning Monk or any class that you consider difficult. It allows players a different chance of progressing in the game in the way that they can. Me personally, I think playing an easier job will make you a better mechanical player early than somebody who's playing a harder job. Hear me out, because I'm not saying before y'all start killing me in the comments, I'm not saying that a difficult job won't do that for you. But by playing Dancer or maybe White Mage, because people argue that that's the easiest healer, it allows you to focus on your surroundings more and less on your actual keybinds and what's happening on your keybind screen, right? Because when I play Ninja, and maybe this is just me, when I play Ninja, I'm not looking up during my burst window. I am full-fledged into all my buttons that need to be pressed correctly. And even though I've played Monk and Ninja and Black Mage, my mechanical skills of what my surrounding has gotten a lot better. I truly believe it was a slower, and maybe, like I said, my opinion is that it was a slower process than it would have been if I would have played something like Dancer or White Mage. I would have been focusing less on my buttons and focusing more on what's actually happening in the fight. There's some mechanics. There's some mechanics that I didn't realize the boss did until I played Dancer. I was like, oh, the boss actually does that. Oh, if I look at what the boss is doing, I can see what this mechanic is gonna be. I've never, that was something that was like a oh for me, because I was like, whoa, okay, Savage Raider here, okay, dying to normal trials, perfect. But for the people who, you know, don't like playing easier jobs or people who only like playing easier jobs, I challenge you to switch it up. If you like playing easier jobs, play a hard class. It'll teach you how to get good at using your keyboard better. Get good at fixing your keybinds in a different way because you got to be able to weave things in a small amount of time or making sure something doesn't drop. Make it difficult, right? If you're playing a harder job and don't really play easier jobs, I challenge you to do that because it allows you to like build that muscle memory of watching the map and what's happening to people. It's really cool how that works out, and then you can continue to become a better player. I feel like through this experience that I've been going through with different classes that I have grown as a player personally, that I've gotten better overall because I've been playing difficult. I've been playing healer and I've dabbled in tank. Don't like any of the tank classes. I've dabbled in tank and now I'm playing a range, you know, fizz, which I've always just played, you know, a melee, you know, melee class. So this is really fun and a really exciting, and I feel like it's helped me grow as a better player and it gave me more diversity and made me realize different classes and what they can and can't do. I didn't know you couldn't have dance partner into 60. I've always wondered why people didn't give dance partner below 60. And now I understand because I am no longer a noob of Final Fantasy, even though I've been playing for a very long time. But I've been very stuck in my ways, and I challenge you to change that. Don't become that old grumpy person that doesn't want to accept change. Try something different. You'll like it.